Hi, my name is Billy Polihan. I am 23 years old and I live in the United States. I am making this video so I could talk about why I connected with Henry Cavill's Superman and why I will support release the Snyder Cut. Now, you gotta go back in time to when I was a sophomore in high school. I was about to move to a different city. I'm not gonna say where just because I wanna keep some things private. And Man of Steel was about to come out. And I had grown very distant towards Superman. He has always been a character that's been close to my heart, but for a while I had to focus on other things, like go through the whole high school experience. I was in the middle of it and, having friends and all that stuff, and I was like, all right, I really want to see this with my friends. But I was also in a very dark place. I was going to commit suicide. I don't know how I was going to do it. I didn't know when I was going to do it, but I was determined to do it. And I thought I might as well see one more Superman movie before I leave this earth. And then I did. But then that movie changed my life. Henry Cavill played a guy that was just a guy. He was this guy that was blessed with all these godly powers, and he didn't know what to do. He was just as confused about what to do with his life. And I really connected with that because I was confused with what I was going to do with my life. I have a hard time of letting go of old things and moving on to new stuff. And that really spoke to me, and it still speaks to me a lot. I've always enjoyed Zack Snyder's films very, very much, and I don't know, they just connect with me. If you're not a fan of his work, that's fine. I don't expect everybody to. He's a very divisive filmmaker. Just please don't call me an idiot in the comments sections just for liking Zack Snyder, explaining why I shouldn't like it. If you want to explain why you don't, that's totally cool, and I'll say more power to you, but I'm not going to do that. I've also loved how much of a good man he is. I've seen countless stories of just him just being kind and generous, and I'm sorry about the rambling. This is just how I speak. But I wanted to make this because I needed to get it off my chest, and I want it to be as authentic and just me as possible. So I'm sorry about the shitty lighting and everything. But yeah, no, as you can clearly see, I am luckily still here. And I have gotten to go places and meet people that I never thought I would have ever met in my life. I'm very lucky in that regards. I'm very lucky in a whole lot of regards. And a lot of it was due to Man of Steel. And Batman vs. Superman continued that. So you can see one of my posters I have framed on the IMAX screening for the teaser trailer. That was great. I got an advanced screening as well. I'm eternally grateful for Warner Brothers for that. And then I was so excited to see Justice League. And then it was very clear to me that this was not Zack Snyder's movie. It was not all the hard work that he clearly was putting in for something very different. And it might still be a turd or bad or just like the worst thing in humanity or whatever the hell you want to call it. but at least it would have been his. And at least I would have given it a damn chance. That's what a lot of people want. I only ask the Release the Snyder Cut people to please just don't give in to the anger that you feel towards people that may not care or may not believe that a cut like that exists. I personally believe that a cut exists, and I really don't care what other people say. That's just what I believe in, and I'm willing to die on that hill. And I know I'm not the only one. I want to see Henry's and Zach's Superman one more time. And if I was lucky, if I'm ever lucky, I would love to meet both of those men, as well as Zachary Levi, but that's for a completely different reason. And just tell them that their work saved my life, and it made me a much better person, a much better man. It helped. It wasn't the only thing, of course. I'm lucky to have a great family and great parents that love me, and they taught me a lot. The naivete of youth made me, I mean, I'm still very young, obviously, but I didn't really appreciate what I had until I connected with that movie and that Superman. And that is why I'm going to fight for this cut as long as it takes. I don't care if I'm 80 and it gets released. I know that it inspires a great deal of people, more than people imagine. I just ask, again, for the supporters and the top dogs there, just be like Mr. Snyder and don't deal with hate or rage or act out of greed. Do it because you care, and be the kind of people that Superman and the entire Justice League would want you to be. That is my plea. This might get no words, and you might have not went through this entire video. I ramble a lot, and I apologize for that. I wanted to put this on video because I wanted people to see in my face and in my voice that people really do care. I really do care. And if this destroys whatever reputation I have, then so be it. But yeah, I love you all. And enjoy your lives. Okay.